All right, our performer that's coming out right now, he's just a normal human, just like you and I. He's been performing magic for over 97 years. Please put your hands together for Count DeCoins.
Specialize in a very specific type of magic using flat metallic disc-shaped objects, sometimes known as coins. I personally believe that out of all the types of magic you can do, be it card magic or dove magic, coins, because of the finger musculature involved and the hard steel of the coins is by far the most masculine. Let us begin. If you would, Fred, please have a look at that. It's a small, flat, metallic disc-shaped object, sometimes known as a washer, as I introduce our friend here to your responsibilities. You are tasked with the burden of keeping a very close eye on my mystical power object, from where I derive all of my secrets and magic. Everything you're about to see is a direct result of this power object. For instance, if I make a circle upon my hand, it creates a repellent surface, which means I can put the washer into my hand and it will repel to the other side. I can make it go even further, making it repel across a great distance. Ooh, I almost missed it. I can make it rise up into the air, defying the laws of spam and taste. Time and space, I believe, is the correct phrase I was looking for. Even higher this time, into the air, it rises up. As you can imagine, sometimes the Count's hand gets a little bit tired from, magicking all night. This is a brand new, freshly sprouted hand I grew only moments ago in the men's room. It is still a bit tender. It hasn't seen a lot of use, but if I make a circle on this side, it is not a repellent surface. On this side, it is a repellent portal. It portals across from one side to the other. I put it here, and it portals across from there. Now, if you like the repellent portal in my hands, you're going to love the repellent portal in my trousers. That's right, they look like normal slacks you might pick up at any contemporary men's clothing store, such as Zodi's or Bullock's or JCPenney. However, when I put the washer into my pocket, my friends, you can actually see the outline of the washer in the pocket. At least I hope that's the outline of the washer in the pocket. I will gently massage the fabric of time and space, and it begins to penetrate. The washer penetrates. It crosses the veil of my mystical pantaloon. It's crowning. It cometh. It cometh. It has come, leaving the pants completely unharmed. No. I appreciate your tepid response to what could only be considered a secular miracle. But I get it, I do. This whole one washer business is a bit minimalist, isn't it? Let's try something instead with two washers for you. We'll do a two-washer trick. In fact, what's that? Did somebody say a three-washer miracle? Oh my goodness, as I look out into the appreciative and, dare I say, attractive crowd, I'm talking to you, Juicy Whales, I see a group of people who might enjoy a four-washer experience. I hope that's enough for you. Sincerely, please have a look at those, examine them, make sure they are free from guile. And if you would, will you please activate the box one time by touching it once? Excellent. And will you take the entire dingus apparatus there and put it beneath the table so that we have a clear tabletop? and the magical power is beneath the table. There is comfort in the shadows for a person like me. As you can imagine, there is solace in the darkness, and the shadows in this room are exquisite. Because the shadows in this room make it appear as though I have 6 hands! But alas, I am a man but with 2 hands. That was an unreleased Bob Dylan track from 1973. I am a man but with 2 hands. Not many people know that one except for my hippie friend over here. So, not a lot of Bob Dylan fans in the audience, I guess. That's okay. I'm going to pass a shadow across the washers. Watch the shadows as the washers begin to migrate from one place to another. This one goes from here to here. 2 and 2 become 1 and 3. And now this one, if I cannot make this last one travel across, I hope you won't be too cross with me. And I hope you don't mind if I start over, if I can't make it go, because it's very difficult. Here we go. Let me go back to the very beginning from where we started. Back to where it all began. Thank you. I'll do it again. I'll make a shadow across the washers. They begin to dematerialize and rematerialize. And now, this one, you will actually see move from here to here of its own spiritual volition. I don't know what that means, but it sounds extremely mysterious. Here we go. Watch from here to here, visibly. Behold. Yes, that joke is as old as the Count himself. Visibly is nowhere near as interesting as invisibly, which looks like that, my friend. That's all 4 in one spot. I thank you so much. You may replace the power object atop the table if you wouldn't mind. And if you would please, extend your left neck. Hand. Just put your left hand out. Very good. A little bit farther, please. I will prepare the surface for this ritual. And now, I'm going to be very clear, very explicit in my intentions and my actions. I am holding 1 washer and 1 washer only. No less, no more. And now you are holding 1 washer, no less, no more. Turn your fist over. Place your fist atop the mystical power object. And now I pose a question to you. Would it not be completely impossible if I were to make one of these washers travel from here into his hand? Would that be impossible?
Yes.
What I'm going to do instead, because it's impossible, you said so yourselves, I'm going to put nothing into your hand. Can you feel 1 washer in your hand? Please, pinch tightly here. Don't let go. Because it is made of nothing, I can move and relocate the whole completely. Show the entire auditorium. It is moved over. We are stunned. All right, we're going to do it again. I will move the second hole over. Like this. And this one I will completely take off. I will toss the nothing into the air. The nothing flutters through the air. It glides towards his hand like an angel with scorched wings. Be very honest, did you feel absolutely nothing just now? Nothing. Success! In a moment, you're going to open your hand and you're going to see what you have in your hand. Your reaction might be along the lines of... But, you know, make it your own. Excellent. Are you ready? Are you ready? My friends, are you ready? Very appropriate. Please open your hand and see what you have, and hold it up high. 2 times the nothing. Twice the nothing, my friends. Yes, very good. And if you would touch the mystical power object one time, these are completely mangled beyond all recognition. This one, though, however, is in relatively good shape, and so we'll do something with just this one. I will jettison these from the proceedings as they are completely effed. And now I will squeeze tightly upon the last remaining virgin washer. I will touch my hand in a strictly platonic and consensual manner, which causes the washer to change into its cash value. 4 pieces of silver. I enjoy walking through my library late at night, full of books that contain magic tricks from long, long ago. And I enjoy resurrecting some of the old, forgotten tricks for a contemporary audience. And so with that in mind, for this next piece, I will need to borrow a gentleman's brass pocket watch and a small monogrammed lady's kerchief. If you could pass those to the front of the... it's just a joke. I always look for a steampunk person in the audience because sometimes they have a stopwatch and I have to tell them it's just a joke. You are watching my lucky mystical power object. I would like you, Fred, to pick a mystical power object of your very own. He really gets to take it home with him. It's not something where it's like, oh, hey, you know, through a series of convoluted procedures and equivoque, the magician always manages to get his coin back from you, sucker, ha ha. I wouldn't do that to you. After all, I am not a monster. And now, I will put some initials upon this coin, and full disclosure, the Count DeCoins initials, the CDC, do not increase the value of this silver piece at all. It is still only worth 25 cents because that Count DeCoins is not a household name. But my young friend, hold on to this, you never know. Someday I could the possum stew cooking contest at the LA County Fair in Pomona and watch the value of this thing increase exponentially. Will you please make some initials on the other side?
I don't think Fred has a last name, so I'm just gonna put Fred.
He does, but I can't remember what. Does anybody know Fred's last name? It's okay. Let's put something else. Maybe like a little happy face or an anarchy symbol or a Stussy S, whatever. FJ.
FJ.
I think that might be right. I feel like it could be Fred Jones. The Fred Coin of Mystery. How are you doing over there? This is Doubtfire. Good?
Very good.
Good. And now, make sure it's really on there and not some type of a dry erase type of situation. I mean, if he rubs it forever and ever, eventually it will come off. Don't rub it too much. But you can't make like infinite copies and clones. That's the important thing. Yes. Okay, I will show it to our friend over here, the CDC FJ Quarter of Mystery. And I have something for you, my dear, sitting there so quietly, so patiently for you. Very low level of responsibility for you I have, if I may find it upon my person. For you I have... Yes. No. For you I have... For you, I have a little box. Will you please hold the box high so all may see? And my friend, if you will extend your left hand one time, please. Excellent. You're going to hold on very tight as you can in a death-like vengeance grip. Turn your hand over. Place your fist upon your knee. Excellent. He's doing great. And now, that. Yes, please, go ahead. And now, the count. What does just the F is for Fred, the J is for Jones. Is that relatively accurate? And you can feel it. Hold the box high above your head, please. Here we go. Once, twice, thrice. And it turns completely invisible. And it's not even in the cap. I don't know why it would be, but that's a thing around here, apparently. I'll pick up the invisible coin. Please hold the box right there. Don't move, and... Will you place the box here, please? This is something which puzzles the Count, something I do not understand myself, even. It is a great, great mystery. How, I ask you, do they make matches so incredibly small? It's amazing that something so tiny could be so destructive and useful. Is it miniature sawmills? Elven sweatshops? I don't know. It's a mystery. However, beneath all of these matches, there is one metallic disc-shaped object, which may or may not bear the initials FJ and CDC. Will you please extend your right hand and verify yes or no in a very loud, clear voice? Be honest, is this your signed lucky power token?
No. It's pretty. Somewhat.
Yeah. Will you please place the matches into the glass? This is not the coin. Unfortunately, the close-up gallery has just become the close enough gallery, my friend. Oh boy, this depicts a large rodent. This is a Chuck E. Cheese 25-cent game token. No longer valid. Unfortunately, they switched to a card system, as I'm sure you know. However, I recognize this particular Chuck E. Cheese game token. This is my lucky mystical power object. I know you think you are holding on to it tightly in your hand. However, that is merely the box I keep this in. And if this is here now, would it not be completely, inconceivably impossible for our signed quarter to be inside that brass box? Because you've been holding it tightly in your hand for, 45 minutes. 4 to 5 minutes, a very long time. A very long time. Will you please place the box here? And I want you two to especially watch my hands very closely. Make sure I do not do any freaky-deaky, switchy-ditchy, tricky-dicky stuff. Don't be afraid of really looking closely at those hands, because when you see what's inside this box, if you'll pardon the expression, you're going to go absolutely batshit. Inside this box. Don't take your eyes off of it for a second. If I look up at you... Good. She kept looking at the box. Okay, I was trying to fake you out. Good. All right. Inside this box there is... another box. I was very paranoid about losing my lucky mystical power token, and so I put it into the second box. I almost forgot. However, inside the second box, don't take your eyes off my hands for a second. Inside the second box, can anyone guess what is inside the second box?
Third box.
A few people have seen the show before. But you're right, inside the second box, there is a third box. All kidding aside, inside this last third and truly final box, I want to thank you for joining me here in the close-up gallery. I am Count DeCoins. Behold, a fourth box. There are four boxes. Who would do such a thing? What was I thinking? Underneath, inside the lid, inside the box. Ooh, very good. Good sign. There is a mystery. There is a coin bearing the initials CDC. However, that is not the important thing. Will you please extend your right neck? Hand, please, and verify. Is this your FJ CDC quarter of mystery? Yes or no? I can't look.
Yes.
Yes! As promised, that is for you to keep for all of eternity, or until you need a few minutes of parking. And for you, Mrs. Doubtfire, I have for you, I bequeath the lucky mystical power token, and I would like to leave all of you with a word of wisdom, an inspirational thought, as I send you out into the cold, bitter California night. And this evening's inspirational thought is to always do exactly what you love, even if it is extremely harmful to yourself or others. Be gone!